Hello. Oh, hold on. Okay, I am coming through. What was not coming through was my microphone through VR chat. I had that muted. Hello, everybody. You can't see my mouth moving because I'm so high that I appear to be looking down on the camera, which is particularly unusual. let me set myself to exactly the same height. That's fine. We'll live with it for this little section at the beginning. I'm waiting for the ads to go away. They still got another 30 or so seconds because Twitch just runs the ads whenever they feel like it. Doesn't matter what I prefer. Doesn't matter if I prefer that the ads run during the 5-minute countdown at the beginning of my stream. Nah. Twitch will just do whatever it feels like. However many ads it wants to run. And then when it's feeling charitable, it'll allow me to stream without ads blocking everyone's viewing experience. So let's see. All right, it looks like we're all back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to VR, the VR zone. I have hopefully fixed up my microphone a significant amount. I know last stream I was using the same settings as I normally use for my desktop microphone, and that ended up resulting in me boosting the volume way too much, way too high, which made it sound absolutely blasted. And then I was compressing it like nobody's business and didn't have any noise reduction because on my desktop microphone setup on Linux, I have all of the effects for my mic run through a separate program. I don't have the effects being run in OBS itself, whereas I have to do that on Windows because I don't have a separate program for that on Windows. Is there a separate program? Probably. There's plenty, probably. Most of them are paid. And for my cases, OBS, just being able to throw some VSTs and OBS effects works more than fine. So I've got noise suppression now. We've got noise suppression. We got... I've toned down the compression and the gain a lot, so it's not going to be absolutely blasted. You won't have to... You hopefully won't be hearing every single breath and clicky mouth sound that happens when someone talks. Hopefully it should be a lot better. It may be a little bit more quiet though. Although my voice is still going to be a little bit rough because I am very congested today. It's probably audible in my voice. But hopefully that won't be too bad. That may just result in stream being a little bit shorter. We'll see. But I am excited to go fishing. We love ourselves some fishing. Let me get back in my fishing outfit. I must disappear off camera to not ruin the illusion. There must be the idea that I am in fact changing into this outfit. Wow, look at that. I'm ready to go fishing now. Let's get rid of that. We can get rid of that autofocus. No autofocus for now. I didn't figure out spout stream. I haven't set that up yet, unfortunately. Maybe next time, but that's not going to be set up for this stream, so you're going to be dealing with me messing around with the camera a bunch today, once again. That's okay, though. We will live with it. And I think this stream, actually, yeah, I already have UI off in the mask elements for the camera, so this time I'm going to see if it looks better without the fishing minigame. You won't be able to see the fishing minigame, which is unfortunate, unless they changed something about it, in which it shows up in the camera anyway. But in theory, you'll be able to see the fishing minigame. However, you won't have to see the little camera UI, because that gets a little annoying and distracting. But let's go fish. I need to set up a world. Oops. And drop a portal. Let's go fishing. It's so funny that the sound in that other world where it's just like a fan blowing, it seems relatively natural because that is just white noise pretty much. Oh. Wow. Okay. It took away my camera. Bring me back my camera. All right. You're just gonna face me for now, I suppose. That's just how it's... That's how we're gonna start out. Okay, let's look at the 1. What do they got new in the 1.0 release? Let's see. Okay. New locations, new fish, new quests, new shops, new rods, new boats. Bro, they got new everything today. I'm hype. I still haven't set up my chat alerts, unfortunately, so it's still... me responding to chat is still going to have to be reliant on me remembering to look at my hands where I have chat on my OBS and my stream manager web page. Oh, we back at the tutorial, boys. Here, camera, if you can just stay here. That's good. Yeah, right there. And I will move a little bit forward so that my hat isn't blocking the entirety of the camera. You know how it is. That's, like, you get a reasonable amount of my face blocking the camera when I'm facing it, and then I turn back, and then the hat is blocking the entire camera. It just be like that. It just be like that. Okay, now the camera should be following me. Excellent. I should also make myself sit down because I am sitting in a real-life chair. However, not with full body tracking, so you know. Oh, the camera does not follow me when I go up and down like this. So, I guess we're just going to be fishing without seeing the pool. You can see the pool right there. Now let's get fishing. My first fishing rod. Here we go. Oh, that is the door. I am not facing the direction that I thought I was. Oh dear. Well, you'll have to forgive me as I readjust my entire setup. So let's... Okay. I want to face this direction so that I'm not throwing things. Oh. We got an exclamation point. Okay, you can see the exclamation point on camera. You can't see the fishing minigame, but that's okay. We will live. Wow. We got a leather wallet. Oh. We are now deep in the grass. Let me hop out of the grass. Oh, not into the water. That was not my intention. Let me find a good camera angle for y'all to enjoy the fishing. Here's the thing. I can't see where the camera is right now. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful view of the lake. What? Excuse me. Okay. Rexy is rude as always. Girl, I am trying to interact with my camera here. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we won't have grass blocking it. Perfect. And now the camera will just stay there. And I can go fishing. At long last. Bro, I am so small. I am so small down here. Do I need to zoom the camera in more? Is that what we need? You know, I don't know if that helps all that much. I totally could have spent the last couple of days figuring out actual good camera angles for fishing instead of just living like this, but I suppose I'm just gonna live like this. Can also, you know what, we can keep the exposure up a little bit, especially because it gets dark here at night. There we go. That's a reasonable fishing camera angle. Perfect. Perfect. Now can I go fishing? Perhaps. Wait. Hold on. Before we go fishing, I forgot about the pets. One. There we go. Do I got an auto pet? No, I gotta get level 5. I'm out here, level 1, $250 in my bank account. That's gonna change once we go fishing. Once we do some good fishing, we are going to get rich, my fellow fishermen. Alright, we got ourselves a bluefish. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Better than the trash we got in the tutorial. We got what? A wallet? It's nice to be back fishing. VR fishing is a nice, chill activity. It has taken over my life for the entire period that I've... from when I started playing the beta. Like a few days ago. Woo! That is not the direction that the camera can see, so I'm gonna fish in that direction. There we go. Look at that! You can see the fishing rod and the fishing line going out that way. Isn't that beautiful? Silverfish? Now, the silverfish are not worth all that much money. But we're also broke, so I'll take what I can get. I hope y'all are having a nice and chill Friday. Unless you're trying to make it exciting. Then I hope you have a fun and exciting Friday. But I'm here for a chill Friday. As unchill as I was last fishing stream. I feel like VR may turn me into significantly more of a little gremlin than I typically am. And that's just kind of how it is, you know? I think it may be the like actual movement I can do. The fact that I can take a lot more control of the camera. Because with Warudo, I can take control of the camera, but it's not like a constant thing. It's something I have to go into the program to do, and I gotta mess around with it. Whereas in VR, I basically have a physical camera that I can grab and wrangle around. And that's really fun. I think that's really fun. My chair is snapping. It's okay, little buddy. Chill out. We're getting another silverfish. I have a feeling it's going to be a slow start. I have retained none of my fishing knowledge from the many fishing excursions I went on in a previous life. Instead, I'm out here starting from ground zero. That's okay, though. Sometimes you need a little bit of beginner's luck, question mark? Sometimes, it's nice to slow down, you know? I suppose this game is just generally slow, as a fishing game, where most of what you do is sit around, you wait for the fish to take a bite, and then you try to catch them. But there's a good amount of waiting time in between. And there's a good amount of just relaxing time. It never gets super hectic. But I feel like it's a little bit more laid back right at the start. Because you don't got any boats. Everything is not quite affordable yet until you just fish a bunch so that you can sell fish and be able to afford better gear. But once you get that boat, once you get a fast boat, I think especially once you've gotten that first rod and you start saving up for the dinghy, stuff gets a lot faster. So you got the dinghy, you've got all of those spots out in the ocean where you're trying to fish. You got all of these different islands that you want to go to and from if you want to get different fish bounties. I've caught 10 fishies. I'm gonna assume that came through the... I don't think the UI came through the camera, but I was just double checking that the audio seems to be coming through, and it does. Which is wonderful. I love when the audio works. I realized that I caught a fish and I was not paying any attention. That fish almost got away from me. Not the glitched tiny red melendiscus. Look at that little guy. You see this little guy? Can I point him towards the camera? Yeah. This little guy forgot to install Counter-Strike Source, and so he's missing his textures. It happens. If there's one lesson we can take from that glitched red melendiscus, it's that you should always remember to install Counter-Strike Source so that you're not missing a bunch of textures in Gary's mod. I wonder what the other fish think about this. Do all of the fish that have all their textures, have they all installed Counter-Strike Source? Do they even remember installing Counter-Strike Source? Did they have a friend install it for them so that they wouldn't have to worry about it? Did they install it once and forget it? Or did they continue to play it every once in a while? The mysteries of life. The mysteries of fish. Sandy huge black shark minnow. That's wild. That's not a fish I expected to catch with the starting rod. Then again, I feel like Sandy was a very rare variant. At least for me in the beta. And that could still be the case. I just didn't get that many of them. Maybe I just got lucky today. I think the saddest thing about the universe imploding on itself, that black hole taking over, sucking up the whole world, and resetting us to an earlier point in time, is that I no longer have any of my saved fish. I miss those guys. I miss Carlos, my giant squid, my giant electric squid. I miss Derek, my humongous dinosaur-looking turtle. I miss my shadow-cursed rubber duck that I caught in this very pond. Oh, the memories we've lost. I probably could have sold all those guys right before the beta closed so that I could get that boat at the last second, but I guess it didn't really matter that much at that point. I was like, whatever. I don't need the boat. What am I gonna do with it? Not boat around because the world's gonna reset. Now I'm out here with no knowledge of fishing. Regardless, no knowledge of fishing, no boat. Just a beta tester logo listed above my head. A beta tester title. I was here from the start. Wow. Now it's above my head. I don't actually know if the camera can see that. I don't think that's counted as UI, so that may show up. Can I turn titles off? Actually, I don't know if... Okay, yeah, you can turn titles off. Just in case, because that's... It's a little silly to have that here. It's mostly for showing off to other people, especially if you get, like, an achievement or something. Like, if you make it all the way to level 100, and you get the Aura Farmer title. That's a fun thing to show off that you've spent a ridiculous amount of time in this game to other people who are playing it. But when it's just me and a camera, I really don't need that. Let's see. We're sitting around level 4. I'd say we keep fishing until level 5 and then we go sell some of our fish. We also check if the bounty is good. I'm hoping we get one of those bounty fish. I'm sure we can get a bounty fish. Assuming we don't get unlucky with what the bounty is. Because if the bounty is something off-island, it may be a while before we can get it. Because you only get so much money from the fish. Also, I want to get that auto pet. I want to get that froggy. That froggy, that little froggy, that fish is for me. I can't get him until level 5. I don't just got him at the start anymore. To be fair, I don't actually know if you got him at the start in the first place. You may have, you may not have. Because I don't remember if I was level 5 when my friends told me about the auto pet that I could place down and upgrade and blah blah blah. I suppose it doesn't matter now. Now, I just gotta focus on catching fish so that I can get my pet frog back. And one day, he too will grow strong enough. He will grow into a talented enough fisherman to fish up a great white shark. Just like the good old days. The good old days being yesterday. Approximately 24 hours ago. The good old days before California had passed a law saying that all OSs need age verification, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how this is going to work for a lot of OSs. Like, is it going to be illegal to install Windows 95 on your computer in California? Because there's no way they're ever going to patch that with the ability to age verify. How robust does the age verification need to be? Is it just going to be the case where you just input a birth date and then your OS will tell various applications what your assumed birth date is? Then people would just lie and the law is pointless. But to be honest, I think I'd prefer that to the alternative, which is having to, like, give your ID over to a third party just so you can create an account on your own computer. How is this going to affect offline devices? How's this going to affect video game consoles? Command line interfaces? OSs that don't use accounts? Temple OS is going to need a huge update, my man. I don't know how in the world they're... I imagine a lot of people who use Linux like me are, one, not very happy about the information of this law going through. Hey, I'm level 5. And two, I have no idea how they're planning to implement it, because it has to go into effect by January 1st of next year. And I don't... Like, I saw one comment on an article about it that was like, yeah, I think what at least some versions of Linux may very well just do is put a disclaimer that says, not for use in California. Because California has this dumb law that doesn't make any sense. Like, I get that all of these ID laws are supposedly to protect the children, but it really feels like a bunch of surveillance stuff. Or at the very least, tiptoeing into those waters. Because even if this age verification stuff is legitimately on device and is actually deleted the second you upload that stuff, which we have seen that it is not. Like, what was it? Persona that I think VR Chat actually partnered with, and that Discord was about to partner with, and that Roblox has partnered with, I believe. They had to deal with US surveillance, and they weren't deleting the information. Like, bro. And are they gonna get in trouble with that, other than losing their deal with Discord once they were called out? I don't know. Maybe they'll get a fine, a small fine that means nothing to them, and then they'll just continue doing shady business. Shady business as usual. It's a real shame. It just causes way more problems than it could ever theoretically solve. Like, in theory, you gotta start somewhere. But I don't think this is a great somewhere to be starting. I think it sets a bad precedent. Either way, I'm gonna catch one more fish. Now let's go to the shop. Let me stick my fishing rod in the ground. Come back to me, camera. Oh, you're way up there. Hi. What was that mysterious sound? That was a mysterious and very otherworldly sound right there. Apologies for taking up the entire camera. Let's go. Well, let's go to the shop. Apologies for the grass taking up the entire camera as well. This is the issue with being short. In VR Chat. Hold on 1 second. There we almost go. Okay, I'm so normal now. Okay, bounty today is a barracuda. I don't know where you get a barracuda, and I don't have one from this pond. So let's see. Alright, mister. Okay, mister. Let's get shopping. I gotta put the camera away so that my hat does not take up the entirety of the screen the second I turn around. Mr. Stevie. Everybody say hello to Mr. Stevie. Yo, I'm Steve. You got any business to do? I'm your guy. I do got business to do. I got fish to sell. We're gonna get rich off these fish, I'm telling you. We are going to get so rich off this fish. You don't even know. Especially fishes. That's what I specialize in. I'm gonna like this guy. If you got fish, I'll buy them all. It's our #1 product at Sunleaf Exports. So what can I help you with? Shop. You selling, I'm buying. There we go. We got our Windows XP computer where I can sell my fish. I don't have any fish that I necessarily feel like I want to keep right now. So I'll just sell them all. That gave us $840. I got a salesman title for that, for selling 10 fishes. Now let's see. We can get ourselves... I could get myself the toy rod. The toy rod, $750. I have enough money for that. I have $1,115. That's pretty good. The thing is, this rod sucks. Like, hold on. What are the stats on my current rod? -50 luck. -100 big catch rate and a maximum weight of 5 kilograms. Okay. I will say, the 0 luck isn't looking so bad now. But I kind of want to save up for the sturdy wooden rod. I feel like that's a better starting rod. But at the same time... I don't know. Okay. Got the blue bobber. That's 100. That gives me some luck. Aquamarine line gives me some attraction rate. And the carbon line gives me some strength and some expertise. Those The carbon line's a little expensive, though. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that right now. I think I'm gonna grab the bobber, and I'm gonna grab the toy rod. That's a little expensive of a... It seems a little bit wasteful at a beginner level, especially because it wouldn't take me that long to fish the remaining 900 that I need for the other... What was it? The sturdy wooden rod? It wouldn't take me that too crazy long to fish up the remaining amount for that 2,000, but... You know... I want to save up for a boat. Especially because I don't think we can catch... I'm not so sure if the Barracuda is here at Coconut Bay. If it is, I ain't caught it yet. Maybe having 0 luck instead of negative 100 luck will do the trick. How about the boats, though? Okay. So we got the surfboard. Almost entirely useless. 800 coins. That'll at least allow me to get around. Rowboat? I will probably just save up for the rowboat. Robot? If only. Imagine if you could just buy yourself, like, a mech. Like a big old robot that you could get in. Just get yourself in a Gundam and fly across the ocean to do more fishing. I feel like that would kind of ruin the chill vibes, maybe. But, you know. So let's see. I think I'm just going to save up for the rowboat. Ooh, the enthusiast boat is cute. It's a little bit slower than the dinghy. But to be honest, I kind of like how it looks better. And then the high-end boats that I did not end up getting to in my beta experience are exactly the same. Same price, same everything. So it looks like we're going to be saving up 5,000 coins so we can get that new rod and that new boat. Could also save up another 1,000 to get some fishing line while I'm at it. Now, the question is, where am I facing? I'm facing this direction. Alright, come back to me, camera. We're going to go fishing. Put my camera right around here. I think that works. And you can just stay right there. Thank you for your patience. I'll just chill fishing. Actually, you know what? I can probably move in a little bit closer. Hit my door with my VR controllers. And zoom in a little bit. I prefer the look of a low FOV camera. I feel like I've even gone into this in the last stream. But I really prefer the look of a low FOV camera a lot of the time. Because it makes everything look a little bit... I suppose you could say a little bit flatter, a little bit wider. But I have a preference to that over the like fisheye lens you get with a very high FOV. And I think a lot of that's just personal preference. But also part of it might be related to, I guess you could call it related to like some stuff with VTubers where you get the difference between 2D and 3D. And a low FOV is a lot closer to looking like 2D, whereas with a high FOV, you get that really pronounced depth, whereas you get a lot less pronounced of depth in the image with a low FOV. And I just like how that looks. Though funny enough, I don't really have like a huge preference between like 2D and 3D models for VTubers. It does not really make that much of a difference for me. Ooh, a new fish. Okay. We're actually getting some new fish. We might get a Barracuda after all. My little frog has caught a haddock. I'm very proud of him. Good job, little frog. Now, let's see. What fishes are we getting tonight? Black shark minnow. That's a fish we've already gotten. We've got our nicer bob and rods in here. Let's see, I'm just gonna keep catching fishes for a while, I suppose, before we sell them off. Another black shark minnow. How delightful. What I have noticed is that it seems there are a lot of UI elements that aren't categorized as UI. The ones that are categorized as UI seem to be the ones that aren't synced in multiplayer. So like, my little hand UI that tells me how much money I have and what level I am. The little fishing minigame that shows up that you use to actually tell whether you're catching fish or not. Whereas the little pop-up that says what fish you caught, that's actually synced in multiplayer. Other people can see that when they join your world. And that actually shows up on camera. However, one thing that does not follow this paradigm is the backpack. And I don't understand why. So like when I open my inventory menu, you can see that on camera, even if I don't have UI enabled, and I don't know why. I don't know why that one's so different. I'm happy to have it be different, but I would prefer that the actual fishing minigame also show up on camera without me having to show the VR chat UI and my Steam VR UI for that matter. Well, not exactly the Steam VR UI, but to an extent the Steam VR UI, because you could see the little holograms of my VR controllers over my hands when I had the UI enabled in camera. Which I can see why you would want to be able to show that in camera. That's cool and all. But what I would like to do is not have all that in camera and still be able to see the fishing minigame. But we can't always get what we want, can we? Very tragic story. I do think, hopefully in between streams, I don't think my next stream will be another VR fishing stream. I may go back to Donkey Kong or Minecraft, depending on stuff who's available. Maybe even Super Mario 64, depending on who's available. Either way, I do hope to, in between now and whenever my next VR stream ends up being, I hope to play around with the spout camera. Because I know VR chat has added support for spout streaming, which is a cool little, I guess it acts like a fake webcam or like an internal capture card that basically allows you to send a video feed from one application to another on Windows. Because Windows is iffy with that. And also, it is a very taxing process. Like, video playback, video rendering is like way more of a taxing process than one would think. Because, oh, you're just displaying pixels on a screen, right? Any computer can do that. And yet, even today's low-end machines can struggle dramatically just playing back a video depending on the software you're using. It's crazy. It is wild to me how strangely taxing on devices video rendering is. Because, like, on the one hand, yeah, you're rendering a lot of pixels at a lot of times per second. But also, you do that for video games. And with video games, you're rendering a whole lot more than just a video file. I think part of it is just because video compression, encoding, decoding, they're just such complicated topics. And I think better compression can result in video players having a lot harder of a time with them because, well, not only are you rendering all of these pixels at whatever frame rate, but also you are decoding this compressed file on the fly. Like how you gotta take something out of a zip file, you gotta copy it over first. You can't just open a file from a zip file the same way that you usually can from a normal folder. And even if you do open, even when you do like a double click a file to open it from a zip file instead of a folder, I think what that actually does is it just copies it over to your temporary directory. So it still has to be copied over somewhere. You can't just run it straight from the zip file. It's just, you don't have to copy it to your permanent file structure if you don't want. Alright. The game is telling me to open up my menu and I don't know why. Let's see. Is there a reason you're telling me to open up my menu? I got some upgrade points. Yeah, let's go. We'll turn down his catch speed and up his max weight a bit. I think that's a good starting point. He's already got a, he can already fish larger fish than I can with this fishing rod. Because his max catch weight is what, 20 kilograms? This has a max catch weight of like 15, I think. More trash. More trash. Who is dumping all of their trash in this little pond? It's absolutely devastating. It's a wonder that this pond still looks as pretty as it does with all the trash in here. I found like a wallet, a shoe, a broken umbrella. Who leaves a broken umbrella in the lake? I suppose someone whose umbrella broke and got blown into the lake in like a storm or something. Someone left their old book in here? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Seems a little bit silly. What? You know what? Let's switch it up a bit. Come with me, little camera. If I can... Yeah, I can make this local. Come with me. Let's make sure our frog... Yeah, I've already collected whatever he's fished for now. I'm gonna fish from on top of the hill. Just for fun, you know? Like, it's a nice fishing spot down there. But why fish where I can actually see the fish when I could fish and not see the fish? This is a terrible reasoning. But I'm... You can barely even see that I'm fishing off the top of the mountain. There we go. Ain't that beautiful? You get a good view down of the pond. My only problem is now I gotta run all the way down anytime I want to collect whatever fish my frog has fished up. And he can only collect 5 fish. I think this is a new song. I don't remember this tune being in the beta. They've added new stuff to the soundtrack. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it. I'm like me some nice relaxed fishing. I don't like that I'm sending the rod not into the actual lake there. Let's try that again. Here we go. Get down there. Silly fishing rod wasn't in the water. No wonder I'm not catching any fish. How am I supposed to fish in the water? How am I supposed to catch any fish if I ain't fishing in the water? Where's the camera? The camera is somewhere in this general direction. Hi, camera. There you are. Goodness. Oh, man, it's foggy. I can barely see the fish from up here. Will that make it harder to catch? No, because the UI is not affected by the fog. What's funny is it seems like the fishing minigame isn't affected by the fog, but it seems like the little pop-up that tells you what fish you caught does seem to be affected by the fog. So I wonder if that's one of the reasons that it's classified as UI. Either way, in the end, it doesn't even matter. We just keep fishing. Fish. Green fish. The beginning really does feel a lot slower. Like I'm not getting like a whole bunch of super interesting fish. I do like how double tapping really makes the fishing rod go crazy. Like, dang! Where's he going? Oh, man. Come back here. Come back here, fishing rod. There we go. Now we're in the pond. That silly fishing rod. That silly fishing rod. Ooh, we got ourselves a purple fish. I can smell the money already. We're gonna become so rich off of fishing, you don't even know. I gotta say, what kind of surfboard is $800? I can't believe that's the cheapest way that we can cross the ocean. I suppose a surfboard that could actually cross the ocean would be the one worth $800, as opposed to a surfboard where you can only surf along the shoreline. Just give me a paddleboard. I'll paddle my way across the ocean to the other islands. They're not crazy far. I can swim there. Come on, come on. Oh, man. I wonder how my fishing look. Pretty good, pretty good. We're catching a good amount of fish. Let's see. We got 5 more to fill out another row. Let's get 5 more, and then we'll go selling. Down we go. That time it actually went into a pond. I think like 3 times so far of me casting my rod way down this hill. It has made the splash sound, but it has not actually gone into the water, and so I did not catch any fish. That driving me crazy. Driving me a little crazy, mildly crazy. Okay, that was an okay cast. We could do better than that. There we go. That's a lot better. Look at that. That's pretty far into the pond. Come here, fishy, fishy. Fishy, fishy. Getting ourselves a green boy. It's alright. I realize now that I said I was going to get 5 more, and then I did not, in fact, count how many more I had gotten so far. There we go. That's a good cast. We're gonna get two more fishies, and then we're gonna go sell them. I sure hope this amount of fishies is gonna be enough for me to either get a boat or a new rod. That would be delightful. Ooh, a level up. We're level 8 now. I'm a level 8 fisherman. I'm a toddler fisherman. A little baby fisherman. But you know, I'm learning. I caught myself an alligator gar. And I think that's alright. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good for where I'm at. Oh, we're getting a fish. A blue fishy. That's alright. Ain't no purple, but it is a fishy. Alright. Let's make our way down. Sorry, you're gonna have to come with me, camera. Hello. Oh dear. I have not, in fact, put the camera in the right spot before doing the thing. There we go. Now I'm on the right third of the camera, left on my side because it's mirrored. Let's get selling. How can I help you shop? $1,400. Let's go. Let's go. That's pretty good. I have $1,696. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good day's worth of fishing. Now let's see. Got ads coming on in 5 minutes. Can't have that. Can't have that. I'm probably not going to be streaming that much longer. Sorry for the very short stream. However, because I am congested, I'm having a little bit of a harder time yapping away as we're fishing. So I'm going to snooze that ad break so that we'll get a little bit more time. A little bit more time fishing before we have to say our goodbyes. I may do some sort of stream this weekend. We'll see. It's not super likely, but I would like to, if possible, do some sort of stream this weekend, assuming I'm feeling a little better. And another thing that's a little nice and chill, especially because this stream has ended up kind of needing to be so short, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're living through it. So, my frog has caught 1 needlefish. Good job, little guy. I'm proud of you. All right. Let's catch ourselves some more fish. Where's my fishing rod? There's my fishing rod. Oh. As a little guy, I gotta reach a lot further to get my fishing rod than if I was a more normal-sized person. If I was a more normal-sized VR chat avatar, I probably wouldn't have any trouble grabbing my fishing rod whenever I spawned it. However, because I am not a normal-sized VR chat person, I really gotta lean forward. I also gotta not let the lean forward impede my fishing. Because as I was giving that example, I started getting a fish, and I was not paying attention to the actual fishing minigame because I was too busy demonstrating that I was leaning forward to grab my fishing rod in the first place. Alright, I will say our first catches aren't looking too great. Got ourselves some silverfish. Silvery fish. Silvery fish. Better than nothing. They will give us some money, but there are no purple fish. I'm looking for purple fish. Purple fish, purple fish. Green fish? You know, I'll take it. Green fish is better than silverfish. Wow. It's actually a lot brighter with the moon out. Before, the nighttime was just entirely dark. It was extremely blue. But now there seems to actually be a decent amount of moonlight. Alright, this little fishing minigame is getting blocked by my camera view. And the purple fish is escaping. Not if I have anything to say about it. Get back here, purple fish. I almost lost that one, too. Salween Rita catfish. Cool. Thank you for the fish. Another piece of trash. I should have seen this coming. Have you caught anything new, Frog? He has. He's caught a mackerel. Good job, little guy. My little frog is growing up so fast. I wonder if I can give him any upgrade points. He does. He got another upgrade point. You go, little guy. We'll lower that, we'll quicken that catch speed. Lower that catch time. Goldfish. I'm surprised. I haven't caught any rubber ducks so far. A rubber duck was one of the first things I caught. Like, last time I played. One of the first things I caught when I did the open beta. And you know what? That might have just been lucky on me. Like that catch of the sandy fish earlier today. Although, personally, I think the rubber duck was worth saving more. Whereas the sandy one, I very much just sold right away. Alright, come over here, Mr. Purple Fish. Got another purple fish? That's good for business. Good for money making. I love myself a good purple fish. Salween Rita catfish, once again. But this one wasn't so hard to catch. A lot less feisty than the last one. Oh. It's another green. I gotta say, you know what? As much as it may have slightly slowed down how much time it takes for us to get the wooden sturdy rod, the luck of the toy rod is significantly better than the starting rod. Because I'm like actually consistently getting greens, blues, purples. There's the starting rod. You're getting a lot of basic silverfish and a lot of trash. That's the power of negative 100 luck. It's funny to go from negative 100 luck to 100 to 0 luck, which is a 100 luck bonus. That is, you are adding 100 luck to the amount of luck you have in your fishing rod. That's only $750. This fishing rod, $750. If I want to get a different rod that has 100 luck, so an additional 100 luck bonus, that's like 750,000. That's an order of magnitude more. That's 2 orders of magnitude more. It's crazy. It is crazy. but that's just how the world is. Redfish on the toy rod? Okay, I gotta be careful with this one, because it's gonna be very easy for him to escape my grasp. He is freaking out all over the place. I don't know if I'm gonna catch this one, boys. Oh, we're back in daytime. And I'm still fighting this fish. Come on, fishy, fishy. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's tough because I have a very small white bar. A very small little area where the fish is considered being reeled in. But this guy is moving all over the place. He is one tough cookie. One tough catch. One tough fishy. I got him. Blind bladefish. That's a new one. This is not a fish that I saw in the beta at all. He looks kind of sick. No doubt that guy is worth a lot of money, but at the same time, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna snooze the ads one more time. Because I'm gonna keep fishing for just a little bit more before I go sell them in end stream. I don't know if I want to lock that guy, because he looks sick. The blind bladefish? He looks awesome, but also he's just a basic blind bladefish. I may well have to give him up so I can give myself a head start on getting that rowboat. I gotta be able to put myself out there, you know? I gotta go to the other island so I can network with other fishermen. I gotta learn tips from the locals on how to fish around here. Because I'm new to fishing around these parts. I'm new to fishing in general. I'm only a level 8 fisherman. I'm only a level 9 fisherman. Amazing timing right there. How many fish have I caught? Alright. We'll catch a couple more, and we'll sell them. And then we'll see where we're at. Purple fish. Excellent. Beautiful. Camo. A camo huge Salween Rita catfish. I love how excessive some of the names get when you just keep piling on the adjectives. It's wonderful. Another blue boy. Come here, bluefish. One fish, two fish. One red fish, two bluefish. Alright. Come back to me, camera. You're facing the wrong way. Oh man, that is zoomed in. Don't worry. I'm here to fix it. I'm here to fix it. Now let's go sell this. Let's go sell us some fishies. Alright, Stevie. What are you gonna give me for my fishies? Back for business? Yes, I am. Yes, sir. You selling, I'm buying. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. Do you see that? That's crazy. $8,000? That redfish is worth a lot. That's got to be just the redfish. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna leave the shop. I need to see if I lock this man and don't sell him. I'm at about $1,700. If I sell everything else I have, I'm at $3,000. That's enough to get the rowboat. That's pretty good. That's what I'm looking for. Now, if I unlock the redfish, how much is this man alone worth? This one redfish alone is worth nearly $7,000. How did I catch that with the toy rod? Bro, you'd only need to catch like 10 of those, and you could get the fortunate rod. You know what? I will take it. We are selling, my friend. Because that means I can get myself the nice sturdy wooden rod. Good starter, boy. And the rowboat. That means we could go sailing. Not today, though. We will go sailing next time. Rowboat. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. We can go sailing now. Do you see that? I did not realize we start with a boat. That must be new. I guess you start with a canoe. It's exactly the same stats as the rowboat. You know what? I think that's a bonus for people who were in the beta. Alright, I got one more ad snooze. Let's spawn that rowboat so I can show it off. Look at that. Look at that. We got ourselves a rowboat. It's not nearly as pretty as the rowboat that I had literally last stream because we're starting from square one. But I'm proud that I got a rowboat. I'm proud that I got a rowboat so quickly. Also, let's check out the canoe. Alright, look at that guy. He's pretty good. Can't fit nearly as many people in him. This is a skinny boat. But you know what? It's alright. It's alright. And he's free. He just came to me for free. He came to me in a dream. And that dream turned out to be reality. So I think this is where I will go ahead and end off. Go and grab the one leather wallet my frog caught. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Frog. Thank you all for chilling with me. We'll see. We'll see what ends up being the deal with when I stream next. Hoping it might be nice if I have some sort of small thing this weekend, but we'll see. If not, I'll be back on Tuesday. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Take care. Bye-bye. I gotta go to my OBS so I can actually go into the end.